It's called FOMO, fear of missing out. You get super excited and you feel like, oh man, I'm gonna miss out if I don't get in too. Well, you got to kind of go against the grain and think about things differently. So that's the time when you need to be doing your research and figuring out, if everybody's jumping into this, then it may not be the best thing. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Ignorant Money Club. So today I want to talk to you all about the state of the economy, things that are going on right now, and how we are pretty much shaping ourselves to prepare for what's coming next. So currently, as we can see, and what pretty much scientists, researchers predicted, if we didn't stay at home, the second wave of the virus was going to come. And this second wave of the virus, of course, people start to panic, people start to get fearful, and it's definitely going to affect the stock market. I believe that one of the only ways the stock market might not be impacted as much is if we get a second round of like stimulus checks or something like that, which is probably likely to happen too. So that's one of the only reasons that I believe that the stock market won't be affected too much. It'll be just kind of like a band-aid. But I ultimately believe that the government is printing a lot of money right now. As you can see, if you just pay attention, everybody kind of has new car tags, the paper tags, and it's just a lot of spending going around. People are trying to stimulate the economy, but don't fall into that trap necessarily. If it's something that you want, just try to see how you can hold off on that and use any additional money that you're getting in right now, whether it be from unemployment, whether it be from any type of business loans such as the EIDL or the PPP that you're getting right now. Please do not be like everybody else and be wasteful and just spend that on what the government pretty much wants you to spend it on to keep the companies and things like that going. Be smart and try to see how you can emerge out of this in a better position than you were before the whole downturn came. So what we're gonna do, or what we're doing at Ignorant Money Club right now, is we're sitting cash heavy. And like I said once before, we are not investment advisors, financial advisors. So if you need investment advice, you go seek that. I can only tell you what we're going to do and how we plan to handle things during this downturn and during the virus and pretty much the rest of 2020. So we are sitting on cash right now. I don't have any positions in the stock market right now because I truly believe that it's like a big bubble. Yes, I've made short-term gains, but I pretty much, it's more so like day trading. I don't hold anything overnight because I don't know what someone can say or what could happen, tensions between different countries that can totally change this thing or flip the script on us at any moment. So that's why we're pretty much saying heavy in cash for now. The reason why we're doing that is because if and when the market does have a huge downturn, that's when we're going to take advantage. A lot of people tend to, especially like rookie and beginners who don't have a whole bunch of guidance, they see stocks going up and things like that, and they want to, it's called FOMO, fear of missing out. You get super excited and you feel like, oh man, I'm gonna miss out if I don't get in too. Well, you got to kind of go against the grain and think about things differently. So that's the time when you need to be doing your research and figuring out, if everybody's jumping into this, then it may not be the best thing. So that's what we're kind of doing. We're sitting on the sidelines right now, doing our research, figuring out everything that we want to buy. And when that time comes, we're going to jump into the market. We pretty much are looking at when the Dow Jones is at least around 20,000, which it was close to that during March. When it's like right around 20,000, that's when we plan to jump in and start at least investing sort of medium. We probably won't get really heavy with throwing cash into the market until it's under 20,000. But like I said, it all depends on probably this next round of stimulus checks and things like that. We're using 3 platforms: M1 Finance, Robinhood, and Webull. So these platforms all have their different perks. Not trying to promote them or anything, just telling you what we use. M1 Finance is more so the brokerage that we use to create our pies, and we can invest in fractional shares. So it's really good for just kind of picking out that favorite group of stocks. And once we pick out that favorite group of stocks, we don't have to do a whole bunch of individual buys. We just create our pie that we invest in and make our buy orders. And then say if I purchase a buy order of $100, $100 will be individually divided in between all of my favorite stocks. Now, the only downside to M1 Finance is you can only make buy orders once per day, and that's pretty much a downside. So that's why we have Robinhood to make up for that. Robinhood, you can pretty much purchase anytime the market is open. So if you're on the East Coast, from 9:30 all the way until 4, you can pretty much purchase stocks on Robinhood. So that gives us a little bit more flexibility, and we can also practice fractional shares. But like I said, it gets kind of tedious if you got to go in and make, if you want to buy 30 stocks or a fraction of 30 stocks that day and having to buy all of them. But like I said, it does give us the flexibility to be able to buy what we want when we want it. And then lastly, Webull, it's another platform that is allowing us an extra or added benefit of being able to invest as early as 4 a.m. in the morning. So I know a lot of us probably don't wake up that early. I'm an early bird. I usually get up at like 5:30 or something like that every morning. And sometimes, I just start reading or looking at opportunities. So that's a good brokerage for me because it allows me to kind of jump into the market and catch something early before everybody else is awake. And so it does come with a lot of analytical data and things like that, more than the regular investor platform would have. So those are the 3 brokerages that we're using. Like I said, heavy in cash right now. We've done a ton of research. We've picked out some dividend stocks that we're interested in. We picked out some like a futuristic stocks, everything from like Nikola, Tesla, anything dealing with like artificial intelligence, and just anything that is like looking years from out, blockchain, cryptocurrency. And we also have like our just solid long-term growth stocks, companies that we know are going to be around for years to come. So that's pretty much what we're doing right now. If you kind of want any more insight on how we do things, we can kind of show you glimpses of our portfolios and stuff like that, and give you some more insight and answer any questions that you would need with like getting yourself set up on any of these platforms. So check out all the links, and hit us up, DM us. We're here to help you all. We're here to mentor you all. And so we'll catch you next time on our next episode. Thanks, and you all have a great day.
What's the